Hi there makers, it is Jo here from Minerva, and today I'm adding to our pocket series by updating one of our pocket videos on inseam pockets. Inseam pockets are a great pocket for a beginner. They're easy to do and it's really nice to add them to garments and maybe patterns that don't have a pocket included in the pattern. You can make your own generic pattern piece for your pocket and you can add it to lots of different garments. The fabric that I'm using today is a Minerva exclusive print called Ditzy Daisies, and it comes on lots of different base cloths with our print on demand service, but you can choose any base cloth with this print on. Today I've chosen a linen look cotton. So although this fabric is 100% cotton and it doesn't have a linen content, it's got that linen texture built into it. So it's really nice for light summer dresses, blouse. You could make bob pants or light summer trousers. It's quite crisp, but it presses like a dream and it's really easy to work with. Today I'm making the Shelby dress from True Bias. It's a panelled dress with side seams, so I'm going to add some pockets at the correct position for me. So I'll show you how to measure that out. Let's head to the cutting table where I'll show you my pocket template and we can look for any markings and the position of pockets in side seams. There is a couple of different ways that you can choose your pocket position. So if you've made a garment before and you've got the pocket where you want it, then you can measure your dress from the arm, underarm, all the way down to the pocket and choose the correct position. If you've never done it before, you can measure from your underarm down to where you would comfortably like your pocket, depending on your body proportions, how long your arms are, etc. Or if you're using a pattern that already has a pocket, inseam pocket in it, then you will spot some markings on the side seam. I'm adding pockets to a pattern that doesn't have pockets, so I'm going to be looking for a hip notch. So this hip notch will help me to position my pocket. I'm also going to do that in combination with a measurement. So from the underarm, I would like the bottom of my pocket to be at 19.5 inches. You can see it's around the hip area. So the bottom of my pocket is landing here and the top of my pocket is here, and this is the body up to my arm. So you'll need to use one of those methods or one that you've got of your own to decide the positioning of your pocket. The key is to make sure that on the side seam on the front and on the side seam on the back, you've marked the positions so that your pockets match up. That's all marked now on the front and the back, so let's take a look at the pocket pieces. I have a generic pocket pattern, so this is Jo's generic pocket and it's a pocket off another pattern that I like, but rather than having to keep getting the packet out and looking for the pattern piece in a packet of all separate pieces of paper, I've traced off my pattern and I keep that and I can put that into any garment. So I can put it in the side of a skirt or a dress or pyjama bottoms, and I know that it's big enough for what I want and I can get my hand in and out and everything is marked on it. So you need to cut 4 pocket pieces, and sometimes this catches me out with fabric requirements. I'll cut out what I think is the pocket, cut out all the rest of my stuff, and then realise I haven't got enough fabric left because that's only one pocket. You need another pair for the other side. So don't get caught out running out of fabric. You need to make sure you've got enough space on your fabric to cut one pair and another pair. That said, I did have enough fabric, but I have cut out the other one in a different colour today, just because it's easier for you to see the front and the back when I'm sewing. Now you've got your pocket all cut out, it's time to put them onto your garment, and you want to make sure that when your front and your back pocket match up, then you've got the pocket opening more critically than the outer bag shape all lined up. So first of all, you need to attach your pocket bags to those markings that you made. You'll have 2 pairs, a front and a back. And then we're going to do this understitching technique, which will hold the pocket bag to the inside. You'll keep the seam allowances and the pocket all rolled back so nothing peeps out. You do this by pressing the seam allowance towards the pocket. So here you'll have 3 layers, the 2 layers of seam allowance and the pocket bag. And then you're going to sew really closely to the edge of the fabric through those 3 layers. You won't see any of the stitching on your dress because that understitching will be on the inside of your pocket. You need to do that to all of the pieces, and then we can match them up fronts to backs to make the pockets in the side seam. Here you can see I've got my 2 different colours, so it helps a little bit. So start putting together your side seams. I'm going to start at the arm, and then you're going to match up the edges of that seam where the understitching is. I'll just show you a bit closely here with the 2 different colours. So you want the edges of that pocket seam to line up exactly. Don't worry about anything else until you've got that in the correct position. Next, you can start to pin the bags together along the outer edge. And here you don't need to worry too much if the raw edges just slightly drift apart from each other. It's more important to get those first 2 pins in correctly so that your pocket is invisible in your side seam. This is where the understitching finishes, but we don't want to sew to there. We want a little bit more insurance, so we're just going to come in by 1 centimetre. That will mean we've collected all of the fabric within the seam, and the pocket will be nice and strong. You then join that line of stitching up with the rest of your sewing, so above and below the pocket, and also around your pocket bag. This is just a rough guide, but you're going to go to here, pivot, and then sew around the pocket bag, back to the bottom of the pocket, pivot, and continue to the hem. When you sew, go nice and slowly just there so that you're not pushing those seams apart or moving them from the pinned position. And then keep your seam allowance around the pocket bag, although it's not critical, until you get back to the pivot again. If you've got a lighter fabric, you might want to do a back tack there, do a few forwards and back stitches, which will strengthen your pocket, especially on the bottom part where your hand rests. Now we've gone all the way around, we can see what the pocket looks like. So it's completely in the side seam, and we've got those little bits of understitching either side, and you can see the 2 pocket bags in the 2 colours. The understitching holds the pocket to the inside of the dress. On the back, you can press your seams open. If you're finding you're getting a little bit of tugging at the top and bottom of your pocket, you can just clip your seam allowance to release it, and then you can press it open more easily. You can do this at the top and the bottom. It's important to get a flat outer seam. If from the right side you are getting a little bit of puckering at the top and the bottom, then you'll definitely need a little clip. Okay, now it's time to do the other side, and I've got a few more tips. Okay, here's my Shelby dress finished. I've got nice low slung pockets, so they're in the wider part of my skirt. I didn't want to put pockets up here where it would interfere with that silhouette of the pattern. Shelby has a tie at the back. You can make it as a romper playsuit style with shorts on the bottom, or you can make it as a full length dress. It has 2 sleeve options. I've chosen the shorter sleeve, but there's one that comes to here too. You can put inseam pockets in any of your projects. If you want to take your pocket making for inseam pockets into a little higher direction, then you can check out my video on how to French seam a pocket. This is useful if you've been French seaming the side seams of a garment, and especially if you're working with lighter fabrics like lawn or voile. Adding a facing to your pocket is a little adaptation that you might like to do. It's particularly useful if you haven't got enough fabric to cut out 4 pocket bags. So you can just use a little bit of your leftover fabric to create a facing. And then your inseam pocket, although it has a different fabric here on the inside, if you get any kind of reveal, you'll be seeing your self fabric. You follow all the same procedures. You'll have a place to sew to. This one has a waistband on the top, and you add the pocket bag. This example was on the Danny shorts from True Bias. It's really good because it does just stabilise the edge of the pocket as well and give it another layer. Keeps it really crisp along that pocket edge. Another thing you can switch up if you've got a lighter fabric is to put some interfacing along the edge of the pocket. Press that in place. And then when you sew your pocket on, you've got that little bit extra stability here in this seam, especially if you've got something like trousers or something more fitted. So you haven't got a billowy dress or a dress with gathers, you've got something more fitted, then that little bit of stabilisation there will stop the pocket from blowing out. Doesn't always suggest this in patterns, but it's something you can add as and when, depending on your fabric. This is quite a light bengaline, so I'm going to add it to the edge of the pocket. If you have other light fabrics, it works really well. For example, a viscose challis. If you've enjoyed putting a pocket in your garment, then you might also like to add a little label that says it has pockets. These are from Kylie and the Machine. For those who like to ask, this is the Frida blouse from Atelier Jupe. It's a sort of blouse come shirt. It's got a little stand collar, placket that runs down the whole of the centre front, a yoke with some gathering, and a really nice little slim gathered cuff detail. And this one is made in a cotton Swiss dot. It's super light and really easy to wear. I really recommend that you have a patterned one and a plain one that you can mix with other items in your wardrobe. We have lots of other videos on different styles of pockets, so do search for those in the search bar on our Minerva YouTube channel. There's lots and lots of content there on Learn to Sew videos. There's also sew alongs, pattern drafting, how to use your overlocker, and tons of fabric and pattern pairing inspiration. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.